Welcome to Lore Hero, episode 21. How are you doing, fellas?
It's been a damn 21. Week, man. 21.
On this excellent Saturday afternoon. Yeah, we said last week we were all going to come here with alcoholic beverages, but I forgot about that until I said episode 21. So I didn't do that.
Wait, really?
We joked about
water
it at the end. Yeah, I have no beverage whatsoever.
Ale. I got a stomach bug.
Closest thing I have to me is I have 2,000 IUs of vitamin D. I mean, that I can't drink that, but
a bullet bill of water.
Hey, vitamin D is goated, bro.
D is good.
I got a Polar Seltzerade lemonade thing.
Yeah, dude, I got
that's
berry
water
flavored sparkling
water. Love it. I love my seltzer water. Big fan. I didn't like seltzer water until like 2 or 3 years ago. Probably until I think White Claw got me into seltzers.
I think
didn't
that's
like
a lot
it
of
before.
people's
Claw
experience.
is the law.
And I didn't really like White Claw
what
to
they
start with,
say.
but it took me like 3 tries. I'm like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, there's somebody getting wasted off of White Claws, and that person
Right now.
just enjoy it. Just enjoy it.
Hey, you're making good decisions because that's mostly
That's
water
actually a
anyways.
good
So you're
decision.
hydrating while
Yeah.
you're getting drunk. So that's the ideal scenario.
What a
really.
beautiful concept.
What is the crossover of Lore Hero listeners to White Claw enjoyers? I don't think it's that
Let us know in the
high.
comments below.
It's one circle. You got a Venn
Jason,
diagram, overlapping circles.
the-
It's one circle. Everybody drinks
A lot of
Claws.
a lot of the kids that used to watch us in like 2017, 2016 are probably in college now, bro.
Damn sure,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
For sure.
It's terrifying.
Way to make me feel old.
No, it's like kind of insane. You know, a lot of my regulars that are just like, I've been watching you since freshman year in high school, and I'm about to graduate and get my bachelor's, and I'm like,
Damn, you actually graduated? I couldn't do that.
it's like, yeah, you went to college? I dropped out. I tried.
I got an associate's degree in general studies, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going.
That's
back.
more than me, JP. It's more than me,
It took
bro.
me multiple years to do that. I took like one class per semester because
I
I did
remember
not want to be there.
When we first met, like, you were having the college experience.
Yeah,
still.
well, you were too. Like you were going to community college because we used to talk on Discord on our phones.
No, we used to talk on Facebook, dude.
No, I know that. Yeah,
Oh,
We used to
man.
talk on Facebook.
I sent Alec my first chart on Facebook because that was the only way we could communicate at the time.
I love that.
And
That was just like that was the social
Messenger.
media of choice
Yeah.
for Guitar Hero people
And
for a
Facebook.
while.
He played it on stream, and he was like, "I see the vision. I just don't think it's quite there yet." There's someone along those lines. Like,
That's tough.
Hey, he was right. He was right though. I had 4
Hey,
note
man.
chords, the whole 9 yards, not
You
tempo
did,
mapped.
yeah.
Yeah,
You pulled out some frets on fire shit, but
Hey,
I saw
absolutely.
the vision.
it was great.
Man.
Sorry, phase shift guitar project type shit. Nah,
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh, that's low. That's low.
I don't
You
That's
don't want to go
rough.
that
Hey,
deep.
have you seen that changes chart? Tell me that's not scuffed. Yo,
It's pretty
is that- is
scuffed.
that the- is
that
the
Mike
tasty-
Orlando chart
the
is
tasty one?
it's legendary. I still play it from time to time.
It's pretty
But
funny.
We were talking about
Classics.
degrees.
What were we talking about?
Before we move on, I'm curious. Jason, do you have any degrees?
I do. I studied music. That was when I first got into Guitar Hero. I was in college for music, and then ended up with a BA in marketing and mass communications.
Okay, so he's definitely the most credentialed
That's
person of us here.
A marketing degree is a pretty good degree to have, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's-
many things
Yeah.
for this
It's kind of
especially. it
weird.
works.
Like, yeah, I went to school for marketing, mass communications, and music. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense that this is where I
it
ended
makes
up.
sense that
like,
this is what
Where
you ended up doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
No,
kind of
perfect fit, really.
adapted. You adapted to modern culture, and that's literally what you're doing now.
Exactly
Kinda
where we
weird.
needed to be, in a way.
yeah.
That's cool as fuck though. That
That is
like,
cool.
Appreciate that.
When did you graduate?
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, 2009.
1997.
I was in
2009. Dude, Guitar Hero was still alive in 2009.
I
That's
was
it.
in
That's
I was in 10th.
That
when
was
we were
the
doing the
year.
tournaments.
I was in
Yeah.
10th
You're
grade.
doing the tournaments, man.
Yeah, first
You
national
graduated
tournament that
spring?
I played in was the NCAA one, right? There was the NCAA tournament that GH held on their website. March Madness, it was called. The finals was actually held like right in front of the Alamo Dome in Texas.
Oh,
like,
God.
like
Wow.
NCAA is this what
So
2008?
cool.
I want to say. It's crazy looking back
That's
at
so
that. That
cool.
it was that ingrained in pop culture.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
Lore Hero.
Yes.
that is some deep
Ooh.
lore.
Hero.
Deep lore.
Yeah. No,
I
mean,
figure I should say what mine are too. I have 2 degrees. I have 2 associate's degrees in web development and computer programming. Don't use them.
Hey, I didn't know that.
Don't
use either of them.
Don't use them.
Don't use either of them. But I have them.
No, if I actually stuck it out with school, I probably would have gone into like broadcasting
Yeah, that is
hell
is what you wanted to do. I remember.
That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
That, and I wanted to do. I want to be like a director of photography in like movies and shit.
Well, you used to.
I had a real good eye for that stuff.
You
like,
used to kind of be a photographer, right? Like you would.
Kind
I
of.
remember
Yeah,
your
like
stuff.
That whole like 2013, 14 Instagram core is like always gonna stick with me.
Yes.
Like I was scrolling through Instagram like I fucking scroll through Instagram. No, I don't. I actually don't use Instagram. But then just going back, I was like, damn. Oh, what happened to this whole era of
the whole culture really shifted quickly out of that 2013,
it
14
truly
type
did.
Instagram.
Yeah, like I just remember what it was like, on different social medias, and I really had a dead set plan for that. But I look at us now,
Yeah, I mean, hey, you're
look at
on
us now.
social media
It's all
still,
right.
doing broadcast stuff.
Just that things
Doing
have changed a
broadcast
lot.
stuff.
I mean, we've got
Yeah.
TikTok now, and things are shifting again because of the UMG
The
stuff.
tools have changed. The tools have changed.
Yeah,
I
it's
keep
true.
I just keep thinking about like all the tools we haven't utilized yet.
Sure.
We just got into TikTok, and it's changed our lives.
And
right?
it's changing again.
It's
Right?
changing
Like,
how it
again.
goes, man.
It's
Things move
continuously
too
changing.
quick. Moves
Yeah.
too quick.
Do you ever feel like
The
you got
culture is
in too
really
late?
fast.
always.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I feel like that happens all the time. Like if you always could have started something earlier, right? And I feel like that happens all the time. Like back in 2013 or 14, when I was seeing like YouTubers like get really successful and popular, I'm like, well, that ship has sailed. I can't do shit. It's already too late. It's already happened. And then in 2015, when I started actually uploading stuff again and doing like Rock Band 4 and Guitar Hero 2 stuff like that, I'm like, well, this ain't gonna go anywhere. I'm already too late. It's too bad. And then in 2017, 18, I kept feeling this. I always feel that same way. Like it's always too late. I should have done this earlier, right?
Yeah.
But I guess the lesson is it's never too late. Just do it. Just
do
do
the
it.
thing you enjoy.
It really
try it
isn't,
out.
because as a kid watching my favorite Guitar Hero YouTubers, my favorite Rock Band YouTubers, I wanted to be like them a lot.
Mhm.
And so I would just constantly just be like posting, and I just want to be like them and all that stuff. Then it slowly turned into like, oh yeah, you know what? Maybe I was too late. Maybe they'd had enough of Guitar Hero and Rock Band YouTube. But I just kept on going because I still liked the game. I still liked playing it, and it was very interesting seeing the underground community, the dark ages,
the realest
as
of
we
the
call
real.
it.
Yes.
The realest of the real. Whether you decide that's good or bad, that's up to you. But it truly was like just an underground fucking time for the community, and I was just like, damn, you know what? It looks like there are still people that are into this. Let's keep on posting. And then like I just kind of made a name for myself. And then here we are.
It's
right?
funny that you bring that up because, like, straight up, when I first started streaming, I played platformers and I did it as a hobby, and I didn't even touch plastic guitar until a few months into streaming because I didn't think anybody would care.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
look what that turned into.
I know, right?
That turned
Well,
into.
I think it's perfectly reasonable to think that people wouldn't care because we were playing. I mean,
At that time,
honestly, like,
especially.
when the game was in its prime and I was obsessed with it, I felt like people didn't care then either. Because it was like it was one of the biggest games in the world, but from a competitive standpoint, it was much more niche than you realize. Like being good.
Yeah,
at
the only
game.
time
Like,
I felt people cared was like 2007, 8, 9. When people when it was actually in the culture like this.
Yeah.
My thing is with content creators, and I would see people. I knew that people like really wanted to be part of it, and that they had a passion for it. When I saw people with like fucking 10 or like 5 to 10 views, but they were doing Azurite style PIP.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow! So these people aren't just doing it for views; they do it because they
Just because
like
it's cool
it.
and fun. Wow,
That's
what a
kind of
concept.
crazy. And that was still something that I was trying to understand. I'm not saying that hey, people like Priest Demolition, Azurite Reaction, I Bite Pretty Hard, and Blind Zor, and all those guys, and JLC. I'm not saying that those guys did it for views. They built their audience from the ground up.
Yeah, it all
but
stemmed
then-
from a passion for the game, right? And it just
all stemmed
people
from
saw
the
that
passion
passion,
for the
and people saw that and liked it, and they just kept subscribing and viewing, and it just became a larger thing. And at that point,
True.
those actually were super big YouTubers. Like in 2007, 8, it was rare to have a channel that was over like 10,000. 10,000 subs, like, ooh, 5 digits.
It was
That's
a
a
lot.
big channel.
It was a lot.
Like,
Agreed.
when I think Guitar Hero Phenom reached 100,000 subscribers, it was like, holy shit.
It was
Yeah,
unbelievable.
that was
Big time.
crazy.
A
We
Guitar
got
Hero
a big
YouTuber could
timer.
even-
Oh,
alone.
yeah. I think the next highest was probably like, I buy pretty hard. Ooh, UCOG was big too. And I buy had like 30K.
He had like
UCOG was
60,000.
60,000.
And then
because he streamed on Ustream
in
as
like
well.
2008 and 2009, bro. Like that was massive.
JLC was
those are
pretty
actually
big.
huge numbers.
JLC had
J-Prez was another one with 5 digits.
Wasn't Wolf up in 5 digits as well? Wolf?
Wolf was
him and Priest were like in the 20, 30Ks.
Also. Yeah, 20, 30,000. He had mint gameplay.
Yeah.
And so everybody watched it. And then Priest MLH had scuffed gameplay, but he was very good.
Yeah.
He also
it's
played
kind
on,
of
like,
funny.
the highest hyperspeed.
I'm just realizing this now. If you have like 10,000 subs as a guitar YouTuber today, you are still pretty big. Like that's not a small
I'd
channel
say so.
for Guitar Hero.
Our perception of numbers has just been fucking thrown out the window because numbers are so big now.
Because
Because
Mr.
of
Beast
all
has 200
types
million.
of social media. Dude, I was told that people on TikTok, apparently 1 million followers is not a flex.
Oh,
it's
fuck
not.
off.
Like, I was like, that's crazy. That's 1 million people.
Yeah.
How's
That's
a
a
million
say
people, dude.
1
Come on.
million is not a
Come
flex?
back down
What?
to earth. Come back
I'm like,
down.
What are
we need you here.
talking about, man? Okay, it's one thing if you're fucking doing this.
Yeah.
For like 1 million followers versus
For vapid
if we're
shit.
doing this for 1 million followers. I mean, look, it's about the
insane.
niche of content, right? It's about the niche of content.
I don't
And-
understand. It's one of those things that people have lost such scope of what numbers actually mean, and that there's a human being behind every single one in that number. You know, count
every
to a
single
million.
person.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Start now.
Mr.
See you
Beast
in
did it.
many
Yeah,
Hey,
hours.
do
Mr.
it
Beast
too.
did, and look at him. He's got 200 million subscribers.
Yeah.
He
Count to
put up-
200 million now,
that's-
Mr.
yeah.
Beast.
He put up a video today. I watched the whole thing before the podcast. It was a good video. It had Mark Rober in it. It was good.
He is a scientist. A
Yes, he
YouTube
is.
scientist.
Yeah, dude, it's I think this all started because everyone was all locked up. Everyone's locked up at home, and what are they gonna do? They're just gonna go on the internet and just start doing shit, and that's when the whole
That's
internet
how
changed.
VTubers
It
became
really did
popular. Like
True.
VTubers became popular because of COVID. Like Neanders was
And I
on
fucked with
the
that
internet
whole
for a long
idea
time.
of VTubing because people are so scared to stream because they don't want to show their face.
Yep,
True.
exactly.
I never wanted to make YouTube videos because I was afraid of being on camera. I
Me
never
too. I didn't want to show my face. And look at
I
us
never
all. I
wanted
can
to
see
show
your
my
face
face.
there and there and
Yeah.
there and there.
Yeah.
There.
Now
There.
look at us.
I feel like this is the point where we need to mention real quick that if you are somebody that makes content, I just want to throw out there, if people criticize you, let that shit, just brush your shoulders off real quick and keep going because, hey, man in the arena quote, it ain't about the people who are yelling at you for what you're doing. Think about the fact that you're doing it in the first place, right? You're giving up a lot of just anonymity, right? You're showing passion, right? You're putting yourself out there. That deserves claps. That deserves praise because, man, that's gutsy. That's gutsy. Being allowed to be criticized, just putting yourself out there. Yeah, people might be like bullshitting with you, saying negative things, but you're actually doing it. So kudos, like
Putting yourself
that's-
out there is tough. Not
that's
even
hard as
just
hell.
like, not even on the internet. In fact, I would say
It's
it's easier to
vulnerable.
put yourself out there on the internet than in real life sometimes, depending on the person you are.
Oh,
Me, I'm a
dude.
hyper introvert. In real life, it's tough for me to make new friends. Like
Amen.
it'll take a few times hanging out with a person before I start feeling pretty comfortable with them. But on the internet, I feel like I can just let it fly because I don't have a person sitting there watching me. I don't have a person there. The people are virtual. I can't even perceive these people. Right?
That's
They
it. I
just
get it.
perceive me. So it's different. I feel more extroverted on the internet because it's easier for me.
Truth.
But
And
when you start thinking about all those people that are watching you and perceiving you, then it starts to fuck with your head a little bit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why on
why I
Twitch
don't
you
think
gotta
about it
like
too much.
not look at your view count pretty much. Like you gotta disable that shit.
Oh,
you know?
I was hard scoping my view count like when I was playing through those prototypes. But it didn't affect
I mean,
me.
yeah, you were doing well, but it's like that's what like when Alec was getting big and Jason was already big because like UCOG and Jason were established at this point, and Alec was kind of becoming bigger, and ironically enough, he's kind of ended up on top at this point. But that's because the whole landscape has changed.
Very much so.
But when Alec was an inspiration for me to start streaming, and I focused on that view count like way too much, and I. Even now, like trying to figure out like what sets me apart from the rest is like a very difficult concept,
And like I still look at that fucking view count. I shouldn't, but I do.
Yeah.
I do, but then I just kind of I think about what can I just like truly do to make this different from the last stream,
Yeah.
or separate and make this its own stream. What did I do, or what can I do right now that's just so different? Is this the moment? For me. And this is just coming from somebody who like has an established audience. For those who are listening that don't have an audience like whatsoever, your audience is a lot smaller, or hey, you know what? You're doing your motherfucking thing. Good job. I'm just saying, like, maybe you can relate too. It's just about making it unique for yourself and unique for the people watching. It's like, hey, they came to come and watch you. Like, what's stopping them from going over there? Why'd they come here? This arena over here has this many people watching. That's because this dude's doing this. They come to your arena. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and how do you get them to stay? Because if you have no viewers, like if you only have 1 or 2 viewers with not a very active chat, it's tough to keep people, right?
It's very hard.
People use Twitch for the chat a lot of times, right?
You have to act like
if you go to any stream, the chat's just going wild.
You just have to act like people are there that aren't actually there. That's what a lot of the top streamers say that like started out with like low amount of people. Like somebody like Jinxie, I think, is a really good example. Like Jinxie was just unapologetically himself. He's like the Tyler 1 of Rainbow Six, right? And he just did his thing, and eventually clips got out, people noticed, and they were like, oh, I like this guy, he's funny,
Yeah, I didn't know it until the Streamer Wars, but he was streaming.
It's easier said than done, obviously. That's a difficult thing to do, But,
yeah.
And you have all these, you have like Jinxie and Queso. They blew straight up off of TikTok.
Yeah.
100%, almost like 100% off of TikTok. Where's TikTok? Where's TikTok in 2016-17, Jason? What were we doing, man?
Musically on Guitar Hero Live?
Yeah.
Musically was purchased by
without
ByteDance
that platform.
for
We didn't even use that platform.
Nope.
I didn't even look at that platform.
No, that platform was a joke.
It was.
We were on YouTube and Twitch, and that's it.
That's it.
Maybe Twitter, maybe.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was just like, man, people really valued their time going and looking at content on the internet too. Now you have all of these different platforms. It's not just Twitch and YouTube to go watch things.
True.
Go watch things. They have like Facebook original series.
Yeah.
Like,
who's watching those?
Believe that?
Who's watching those? I'm sure there's many.
There's a lot of people watching those. Actually, you ever met a middle-aged mother? You know what I
mean? Maybe I have. Maybe a few.
My mother-in-law watches shit on Facebook all the time. It's like that's the thing.
My mom plays games on Facebook.
I'm guilty. I'm guilty of going on there and watching food recipes.
Sure.
Oh, dude. Oh, fuck yeah. That's where I get most of my recipes. That's addicting content. Food.
Is that where you got the cinnamon rolls recipe? Facebook?
I googled that, but I get so many other recipes from Instagram mainly and Facebook. The ones I get on Facebook are from people sharing them, not because they're like showing up in my recommended. Like
no.
My old neighbor back in my parents' place, like she's a cook. Like she runs a bar. She runs the kitchen, and she posts all sorts of fucking recipes all day on Facebook, and they all look so good. And I can save them and I can make them. I've made quite a few actually.
Yeah,
my saved on Facebook and Instagram almost entirely food.
And so like now it makes sense because I probably would used to watch like recipe videos over on YouTube, but now
Adam Ragusa, that's my guy.
Yeah, there's Adam Ragusa.
I love Adam Ragusa.
There's Binging with Babish, right?
Yes.
I tell you who I enjoy, Tasting History, Max Miller.
Tasting History.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's
such a cool concept, yeah.
It's so good. Shout out Max Miller, good shit.
But see, now I don't even think about going on YouTube to watch the stuff that I would find on Facebook. Or, I don't even know. I don't watch gaming videos. Like gaming videos with like stream highlight type videos. I don't watch that stuff on YouTube. But where do I watch it? On TikTok.
Same.
I'll go watch it on TikTok, or I'll catch the video on like on Twitter or something.
Do you ever seek those out? Rarely. It's mostly just fed to you by the algorithm and the recommendations. A lot of times it's just shown to you.
That's like kind of like the priority that watching gaming videos has done for me. Why do I prefer watching a 40-minute video on Dark Souls by VatiVidya instead of Elden Ring hilarious moments?
Yeah.
One shot, a million damage. Like,
dude, Dude, I put on Vati Vidya videos to go to sleep. His voice is
They're
beautiful,
incredible.
and the background
I love his
music is
videos.
just so serene.
The ASMR, man.
When I saw
yeah.
when I saw him on the Bandai Namco fucking actual page, like talking about Dark Souls, like talking about Elden Ring, I was like, "Yo, this dude made it. This motherfucker made it. That's
Yeah,
crazy."
that's so fucking
That's
He's
awesome.
making official Souls content. Can you imagine
That's
that?
so
It's
cool.
nice to
I'm
see
hyped for that
people
DLC.
succeed.
Oh, yeah.
Nice to see
I need
people
it.
succeed.
Shadow of the
Needed in
Erd
my
Tree can't come
blood.
soon enough.
3 months is the longest 3 months of my life.
I've been saying it, 16-hour days. I put in 16-hour days when that shit comes out. I'm gonna be grinding. That's gonna be
Hell yeah.
my 2 full-time jobs.
I think
yeah.
it's really impressive for them to be putting out a $40 paid DLC and no one's complained about the price because they know it's going to be quality.
They know. Mm-hmm.
They
And
know.
over two years after the game came out, by the way.
Yeah, they've been cooking.
Yeah.
They've been
That's
cooking.
almost unheard of. I mean, how much was
propane.
the Cyberpunk DLC? Was that $30? Or was that 40?
That was also, I think that was also
Not sure.
$40. The
And
Phantom
it
Liberty,
came out like 3 years after almost probably for
3
that.
years.
I never
years,
played it because Cyberpunk really soured for me, but apparently it was really good, and apparently they fixed up that game.
Yeah,
But-
dude, my favorite is when they got the they did an ad for the new the DLC, the Phantom Liberty, and it was a double entendre talking
Oh, I know-
about,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
the Idris Elba line where he goes like, "Don't forget, the game is fixed."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Ah,
The game
I get
is
it, I get it." And
Yeah.
like, I
Wow.
think
That's clever.
That is, I still think that's absolutely fucking insane.
That's
that
a
they just
masterful way
acknowledge-
to market that,
absolutely
to get people
insane.
back
That's
into the
m-
game.
Yeah,
That's some good marketing.
Wait, it's fixed? Yeah, like
Yeah, wait, the game is
Yeah,
fixed.
yeah.
Wait a second,
The
did he
game is
mean?
Did he mean?
I gotta try that shit out. What do you mean I have to download 300 gigabyte updates? What do you think? Just kidding.
It is a big game.
It is a huge game. So we've been yapping for a long time. Do we want to talk about something Guitar Hero or Rock Band related? Anything big happened, perhaps?
What?
a couple
On our
days ago?
Guitar Hero and Rock
Try.
Band related podcast?
we
Are
could
you
try,
kidding me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
No,
this isn't
Willy
just a
Wonka. No,
Yapcast?
bro, Willy Wonka AI event.
No.
we're talking.
Willy, it's
No,
Willy
not
yet.
yet.
Like
It's Willy's legally distinct chocolate experience. It has Willy McDuff, the Wonka Doodles, the unknown.
no.
Dude, my favorite is the unknown.
I love
he just
the
comes
unknown.
He just comes out from the back of the mirror.
He's
Who
an
is
evil,
he?
He's an evil
And then
chocolate
you can hear a
maker who
child
lives in the
scared.
walls.
Child going, ah!
No, there's a child that was like, no.
Yeah.
Visibly scared.
Ah!
Speaking of
you
paying
know what? I'd be the
$40
same
for
way.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
would you rather
God.
pay $40 for Shadow of the Erd Tree or $40 for this?
For the
Well,
Willy
yeah, I think
Wonka.
The
I think
unknown.
it was,
The unknown.
I think
This
it was-
might be
it
a
was like
good
30
story to have forever.
It was like 35 pounds for entry, so probably like $40. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
One of my favorite
No,
details is that like when the kids would walk through, like the actors were instructed to give him like one jelly bean
Exactly,
ran-
one jelly bean and a quarter cup of lemonade.
and a quarter
and then
cup
they
of
ran
lemonade.
out.
They ran out of fucking
Ran
jelly
out.
beans, so the actors just told them just wing it. We don't have any more jelly beans, but they can still get
No,
their quarter
dude.
cup of lemonade.
Dude, like an hour before like the event was gonna happen, they said like, oh, just throw out the script. Apparently, the problem with the event was that they didn't receive their holographic paper.
The whole
Yeah.
script was
The
AI
golden
generated.
Everything
it
about
was,
this
it
thing
was
was
AI
generated.
generated. The guy's written like
brutal.
14 AI generated fucking novels. Like they make no sense. Like
This dude's like a AI mogul. He's going to teach you how to do all sorts of things, how to make
I
My
don't-
favorite
you
is
money.
someone quote tweeting with this Krabby Land from that SpongeBob episode.
Oh, that's so accurate.
He scammed all those kids.
That's
Yeah,
actually
no,
a perfect.
Yeah, like
picture
Mr.
to
Krabs was so
encapsulate that.
wrong for that. Mr. Krabs, albeit, was still like kind of he's probably about as bad.
Hey, at least he came up with that vision himself. He didn't have some computer generated for him.
Yeah, he didn't
Right.
have a computer do it for him.
Respect
yeah,
to
that
Mr.
was
Krabs.
that was all original in his head.
That's
you know?
all in his
Yeah.
head, and he came up with Krabby the Clown.
His
And
shell.
Krabby the Clown did show up.
He did.
He did show up.
He did.
Is he the unknown in this scenario?
Is he the unknown?
the evil chocolate maker who lives in the walls?
Yeah. Who is he?
Yeah, that's been
He-
But yeah,
that's been
man.
His
sweet. It's
name
been
is the
unavoidable in the
unknown.
news.
Well,
don't
you
know.
Yeah, man. I just thought that's just so bizarre that you could just go out and do that.
Well, it's working for the actors because they're getting a lot of exposure on TikTok talking about their experience and everything. Like this is your moment. This is your viral moment. Take advantage of it. Seriously.
Yeah, and all the people that are
Here's
doing
the-
this were like working actors, right? They're just like found a Craigslist post for this shit, and like, yeah,
Yeah.
like,
No, it was
I
on
could make
looking for a
$200
gig.
bucks.
It was on Indeed.
They're just looking for a gig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this
Could
would
you
be big for them.
imagine though, like the legacy of you being the meth photo of
Yeah.
that poor girl? That
She's
Oompa
actually
Loompa?
she's like a good one though. Like that one photo, of course, you're never gonna live that down. But apparently, there's like other pictures of her from this event. She looks like genuinely like interested in making a good experience for the kids. Like she's probably the best one out of the bunch that I've
They
seen.
were
Just-
trying really hard, to make it good for the
It
kids.
feels
and,
like a scene out of Breaking Bad. Like,
yeah.
It does, yeah.
Willie, we need to cook. I don't know,
yeah,
dude.
the Willy
I
Wonka
think-
meth lab.
I feel like it might have been Wang that posted it. He posted like, "You idiot! You were supposed to jump in the picture, like Mario 64 style," because they just had like pictures hanging up on the wall,
yeah.
like poorly printed, low res pictures.
Like on a tarp, a
You
tapestry.
idiot! You were supposed to jump in the painting.
Oh no!
Yeah, that was wonderful.
This is
Okay.
It's rare we get something
right.
like that where everybody can just like laugh at, you know.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
great.
no,
It's fantastic.
Sort of say, that's what I was saying
Internationally.
before, like we started recording. I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's fun to have a laughing stock that didn't like. It's a Krabby Land moment.
Yeah,
It's a Krabby Land
It
moment.
totally
it's like
is.
this is
It's
just so
wholesome
silly.
for us. Yeah,
It's
it's just a
so
goofy
silly.
thing.
And I just, I hope no one got hurt. And
Yeah.
like I hope no one got hurt. Doesn't seem like
Yeah.
anyone got hurt.
Beyond
Other than
financially and
people's
emotionally.
wallets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of the parents wanted to beat the shit out of the organizer, but he had bodyguards.
Most
so
likely.
he got
Yeah.
out. Yeah, he had bodyguards.
guy's a piece
dude.
of shit.
He knew this was gonna happen.
He had AI bodyguards, bro.
Well, if he had
Wait, what do
AI
you mean-
bodyguards, he would have got the shit beat out of him then.
What do you mean AI can't physically materialize all the things I need to put on my event? Are you kidding?
What? I have to make the grass talk myself?
Give
That
it a few
dude, I
years,
love that.
The way things are going.
I love that part of like, oh, the grass is gonna laugh when you touch it. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What do you
I think
mean?
the Oompa Loompa girl was giving an interview where she was reading the script and she saw that and she was like, oh, so there must be like sensors in the grass or whatever. Like
Yeah,
when it
yeah,
rustles,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna make a noise. No, it was just bullshit. They just lied. There's nothing there.
No.
Yeah, they just
way.
lied. I can't believe somebody
AI
lied.
hallucinating.
Yeah.
Buster was right
That was Buster.
Gross.
What the fuck are you talking about?
from Arthur. Who would do such
Arthur?
a thing?
Oh my
Lie?
God.
Who
Trying
would
to-
just
Oh, that.
lie on the internet?
Oh.
I got
Buster
it.
Bunny.
Yeah, put now you have to put the meme up because you didn't get
Yeah.
it.
Now,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Laugh at me. I haven't watched Arthur since I was 3 years old. Just kidding. As I'm wearing a goddamn Dragon Tales shirt.
I was
Imagine
gonna
a
say,
dragon.
Yeah.
like, bro, you're
I can't even speak. That's an embarrassing moment. Put that in the highlight channel. We don't have.
Yes. Lore Hero highlights.
Lore Hero Clips channel.
We're making 20 new channels tomorrow. They're all going to be different niches. It's going to be great.
Yeah,
Lord
we're gonna
Hero
do
sped up.
Lord
Lord
Hero
Hero
20
slowed
different
down.
Lore Hero clips. 20 different Lore Hero clip channels, all ran by us. And it's all going to be the exact same content, but we're going to double dip, triple dip, quadruple dip on the exact same
All
content
for that
and get money
sweet,
for
sweet
it.
AdSense. Pennies.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, baby, we make so much from that. Let me tell
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Get you a nice McDonald's meal for all the
No, you
AdSense.
can't. No,
You might be able to get a
Not
McChicken.
no.
It's like $3.89
Not
for
even
you know how much
Taco
McChicken.
Bell,
McChicken
man.
is, bro?
Bro,
You know how
$3.89.
much McChicken is? Yeah,
Actually,
no way.
that I don't know if it's
No
like
way.
the same price for me. I'm gonna open up my McDonald's app right now and see how much a McChicken is.
I remember
fact,
when
I
McChicken
ordered
was
McDonald's a
$1
couple-
when I was in high school. It
I
was
ordered
$1.
not even in high school. Like 4 years ago, like pre-pandemic, that dollar menu there was a 1, 2, 3 menu. You could get like a McChicken for $1 and something for $2.
What the fuck
and
is
for $3.
McDonald's? What is this
that,
shit, man?
I was gonna say I ordered McDonald's like a week ago, and I got that McDonald's sauce, pretty good. But I also used
I like
my,
the BTS sauce better. I did get that the other day. The McDonald's sauce.
the McDonald's sauce is good. The BTS sauce I hardly
is
remember.
Very good.
There
That
was,
shit really good.
A few months ago, there was some other sauces really good. Anyways, I ordered these Wick Nuggets, and I have a whole bunch of rewards points that was expiring on my app, so I used some rewards points to get a McChicken, and I didn't even get the McChicken. They didn't give it to me. Like it wasn't in my
What?
bag, so I wasted
Those-
my rewards points.
This is like institutionalized, but with the
motherfucker.
McChickens. Fucked up.
I know.
Just
All I
want
wanted
a
was a
McChicken.
McChicken.
You didn't give it to me.
Just a McChicken. It was
I know,
1,500
I'm the
Boy,
one
points.
that's hungry.
See, but then they have shit like this where it's like, oh yeah, you could get a fucking like 30-cent cheeseburger if you just buy one.
Like a
You
stain
know,
on your
like
camera or
I think
something?
they know
The heck?
they know that it's that their pricing is scuffed. So it's just like, hey, we really got to push the app, guys, because the most overpowered one is like the 20% off.
Yeah, don't use the big 20%.
$20.
You got to use all these other small deals that make it sound better than just getting the 20% off your entire order deal.
Dude, I don't even have the 20% off. That usually used to be there.
A McChicken for me, $3.39. I don't know if you can even see that because my text is so tiny.
Oh my god!
$3.39 for a regular ass McChicken.
And they make it look so good on the picture too, and like it's like
and then you get it.
It's like flat fuck Friday sandwich.
Flat fuck Friday.
It really is.
Flat fuck Friday.
Like you open that thing like
giggle machine today. You guys are just making me laugh all day. What the
It is
hell,
a flat
dude?
fuck Friday sandwich.
Flat fuck Friday.
The mayonnaise is like pouring out.
You right.
Oh man, I haven't had McChicken in a while actually.
A regular double cheeseburger is $4.49.
That's
Bro,
fucked.
inflation's
That's so fucked.
$4.49.
Fuck.
Double cheeseburger.
Wait, just a regular double cheeseburger for you is $4.49.
Dude, a McDouble is $3.69.
Bro, it's more
Why would you
expensive.
buy McChicken?
You got to come to You got to come to Minnesota. $3.69 for a double cheeseburger over here at my location.
369. That cheeseburger's fine.
Three-
Eat a double
6'9".
cheeseburger and hold the lettuce. Oh,
Don't be fronting, son. No seeds on the bun yet.
Hey,
all right, that's an ancient one for anyone listening. That's ancient.
My God.
Okay,
I love the old.
everybody
internet,
remembers the Big Mac rap. If
Yeah.
you know it, you know it. If you remember it, you remember it, bro.
And then that just
How much is
evolved-
a Big Mac now? $6.
That whole
You
thing
remember
evolved.
Carl's Jr. and the $6 burger?
Big
Oh, my
dollars. Big
Dude.
Mac costing a big stack. Yuck. Oh.
Since we're talking about this,
Hashtag
I got
premium
I got
sandwich
this
anymore,
video.
man.
I got this video
no.
recommended to me a while ago. My Chevy Caprice on 24s and I balling at McDonald's. this
You
dude
got
goes.
recommended this?
Yes, I did. It's 15 years old.
Oh
it's
my
from
God.
April of 2008. He goes to the McDonald's
This
drive-thru menu.
intro.
Yeah, he goes to the drive-thru and he orders one of everything on the menu, and it is surprisingly cheap. It is like no money whatsoever to order one of everything.
Wait,
Like, if you can look at the menu and look at these fucking prices, like, we need to go back.
Wait,
We fucked up so hard. Where did we go wrong?
Man. I want to live in a world where I could just go buy an entire dollar menu and feed like a community.
Yeah,
Man, this
all for
menu
like a
looks so
$20,
good too,
like
bro.
$20 bill.
Right.
Just toss a 20 and you have food for a week at McDonald's.
menu goes
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, that was funny.
Dude,
Oh.
he goes like, you want everything on the dollar menu? Oh, snap! Yo, that's so good.
Man, times were much different. That's for sure. You
Yeah.
you try to do that today, they'll get mad.
Oh yeah, they get so pissed. You want
They
what
get
now?
So mad.
One
yeah.
of okay,
Dude,
like because you'd just be doing it for
$7.47 all
TikTok
that
now,
food.
and you just be like pranking them. It'd be like coning, you know? You
I don't like that.
Just one
I
vanilla
don't.
cone, please.
Bro, if people are doing their job, they're already struggling
don't fuck-
through on
no.
there, not getting paid enough. Fucking
No, don't fuck with
don't
those
make their
people.
job harder.
That's always
Don't.
bothered me.
Unless you personally know the guy and he's in on the bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that is
sure.
cool.
That's the only time that's like an okay thing
Yeah.
to do. It's like hey, let's go. I'm gonna go hang out, shoot a video with my buddy. I'm gonna go.
You guys see
cone him.
the streamer that went into Office Depot and set up his entire streaming setup
Yeah.
and started
Fuck
streaming
Wait,
in
what?
Office.
Really?
Go fuck yourself.
guys
You're a
saw that?
nuisance.
I saw that shit. He went to multiple like.
Well, the first one kicked him out, and then the next one they let him stay, and the person who was working there is just standing behind him like, I'm a superhero, I let you do it. It's just damn, dude. The state of freaking content creation. I
People do
swear to
anything for a
God.
bit of clout. I hate that.
Yeah.
It's wild,
Yeah,
dude.
fucking with the public is just not. Has
Not a
never
fan.
been.
Ain't it to
never
me,
been
dude?
Not cool.
The-
That's an L. The Dexerto tweet was L worker chat.
You see,
Was
the thing-
quoting it.
the thing
no,
is
not an
that
L
there-
worker. L streamer.
There's like a line between where you're like seriously fucking with the public, and then you're just kind of fucking with the public like just for a little goof. But like you got to get them in on it first. You know?
Yeah.
You know, and then you know it's like one of those like that just for laughs type shit. You know, they don't speak they don't speak in any language. It's a discernible language, but it's just a goof, you know, a hidden camera type prank or whatever. And then no one's hurt. It's just a laugh. That's it.
Yeah, that's fairly innocent. And if you're making yourself the butt of the joke, that's cool too.
Even better.
Sure.
But if you're putting regular people out, they're just trying to do their jobs. You're just being a nuisance, and you're ruining. I don't know. Not ruining their day. That might be a bit too far. But you're just making things harder for them when you don't have to. They don't want to deal with your shit.
And before anyone like hears this and goes like, oh, just let the people laugh. It's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but are you going to remember this in the next couple days?
No.
Yeah, really.
No, this is slop.
That's how I would look at it too. Actually,
It's like that's slop content to me.
Yeah.
So
Slop content
I have
has
a
its
really,
place, but not this.
I have
There
a
is good
really
slop content, though.
weird transition from this, but I think it's actually relevant.
Let's go.
So here we go. Actually getting onto something in regards to a rhythm game. Oh my god.
Wow.
No!
Here we go. Left turn.
Over half an hour.
you guys seen all the bad score glitches in Fortnite Festival? You see those
Yes,
things that have
sir.
happened? All right.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can't stand that some people are yelling at the people working on Fortnite Festival about it. This is my transition point here. Yeah, there's glitches that exist, but yelling at them being like, "You guys suck, do better," blah, 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 I don't think that's necessarily the right way to handle it, because I've seen some people in the community doing that. Harassing the devs just because of what is going wrong in the game, not the best call, I feel like. What do you guys think on that?
Agreed. It's never good to harass the devs of a video game you love and enjoy.
This
I've
just
always seen
goes
it that
to
way.
the simple argument of constructive criticism is different than criticism, right? Like you
True.
can criticize a dev and be like, "Hey, not gonna lie, really disappointing that like this is a thing. Like I really hope to see a fix soon." And not say
Agreed.
like, "Oh, fuck the devs," blah blah blah. Like, listen, these people are working as hard as they can. Like the crunch in game dev is real. Like we're witnessing a lot of people aren't calling it a crash, but we're witnessing some monumental changes in the gaming industry and people getting laid off.
I think it's a crash.
Yeah.
All the layoffs, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the layoffs and
And
stuff
so,
is enough for me.
the
me to
game
call it a
dev
crash,
industry
dude.
is
I think it's a
really,
crash.
really
I think we're at the
weird
very
place.
beginning of a crash. I'm going to call it.
I do too.
It's
Now
crashing
they just got to
right now.
release an ET game, just to
Yeah, and then maybe just like go to a
just to
landfill
rub
and
salt
just
in the
dump
wound
it
a
in
little
there.
bit. Like yeah. But
Because
Yeah,
like,
that'd be
people
so
also
funny.
forget that people sized up for COVID.
they did, and
They
now
sized
they're
up for
now they're
COVID.
sizing
you know
down
how,
again.
You know when COVID was? 4
True.
years ago.
They bloated, and now
4
they're
years ago.
they're shitting it out.
And
Unfortunately, like
Yeah.
that's what they're doing. They're shitting it out.
What do
Yeah.
I say that?
Yeah,
That's it. I like that analogy.
it burns.
Metaphor, rather. Yeah, it's
You know,
burning
like
on the
how
way
many, how
out.
many games were like released and died within the last 4 years?
A lot.
Not wrong.
Most of them.
Live service games, you know.
He froze.
He froze
one
for
that
half a
comes to
second for
mind-
us.
Oh,
there
no,
he is.
Alec.
Oh, sorry, my
There he
bad.
is.
Yeah, my game will
Yeah,
do
your
Yeah.
camera froze for
my
for that.
shit does that sometimes, dude. One that comes to mind is that luchador wrestling battle royale Rumbleverse.
Oh,
Is that what it's
yeah.
called?
That was
Yeah,
cool
yeah,
as
yeah.
hell.
I remember hearing
that
about that.
game was cool as fuck. Lived, died
Yep.
in like what 3 years, 2 years.
Lived and died in the same breath.
Lived and died, man. It you know, and there's like I don't know. There's a lot of games that were like that too. Maybe before, you know.
Do you
Rumbleverse was a thing.
remember Cliffy B trying to make his own game studio?
Yeah, I was
Lawbreakers?
actually
Oh
gonna
my
bring
God,
up before
Lawbreakers.
COVID. You guys remember fucking the not Lawbreakers. It was the other one.
Oh, the
it
Battle
was like
Royale.
a game show. It was like a game show, right?
Yeah, I can't even remember the name of it.
The Battle Royale game.
I can't even remember the
Radical
name.
Heights. Radical Heights. It's in my
That
Steam.
was so
Yeah,
fun.
It's in my
I
Steam
really liked
library
that
still.
game. I really liked that
No
game. It
shot,
was so
you liked
fun.
that game.
I really
Really?
liked it. Yeah, I did. It was fun. I mean, I didn't like it. Like, it wasn't going to beat PUBG anytime soon because I was still when PUBG was king and probably
That's
Fortnite
when
was still on the
Fortnite
rise.
got really popular, and then it was like, yeah, this is the Gears of War guy. He's making his own battle royale, and we're like,
I really liked Radical Heights. I gotta go. It's still on your
That's so
Steam. Is it
funny.
still in the Steam library? Did it get removed?
mine
it's still
is
there.
still in there. Hold
It's
on,
still there.
Mine is still definitely there. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I had
Aren't
way
the
more
servers
playtime than I
down,
did.
though?
I have 4 hours of playtime. Yeah, you can't play it anymore.
Yeah.
I was just looking at my playtime.
Oh
that
my
was
God,
sick.
dude.
That was sick as fuck. I loved the direction of it, just over the top, campy, like 90s everything.
Right.
And you could ride
your
yeah,
bikes
I
around
think-
and do
I think
little
it had like a
next shit.
cool little vibe to it, but it was just like saturated so much. You know,
Yeah,
battle royale
it
being.
was never gonna do anything. I feel like
Started
they
to
just
become
shit this.
saturated.
They shit it out in 3 months, is what happened.
They really did.
Mm.
Really
Unfortunate.
Did. But yeah, it's so fun.
Bummer.
But yeah, going back
Jeez.
to the Fortnite.
I have 45
score
minutes
bugs.
played on this shit.
Damn.
45 minutes.
I got about 10 times as much as you, buddy.
All right, bro.
I have a couple
He's a
dubs.
real-
Biggest Radical
real
Heights
gamer.
fan in the call right now.
Yeah, for sure. I got a
All
couple
facts.
dubs in that game.
No.
A couple dubskis.
Anyway, but yeah, no, what were we talking about?
Yeah,
Fortnite.
That
Festival?
scoring bug.
Yeah.
Crunching and we're going back to the scoring of it
Yeah,
all.
Jason said on the episode we did before season 2 came out that he was hoping for some sort of cool new tech to come with the update.
That's not what I meant.
And so why did you do this to us?
No,
Why did you
no,
do
no,
this?
no.
We got
No.
the monkey paw curls
Bad.
once again.
Hey, so the thing that sucks for anybody who doesn't know what's going on here, in season 1, the leaderboards were kind of screwed up because of something that we couldn't control. It was people would disconnect and then their scores would go to the wrong leaderboard, and that was nothing that the player was doing themselves. It's just
completely accidental.
backside. That sucks. This season, the difference is it's completely intentional. You have to choose to do this. You have to figure out how to do it yourself and then do it.
You could do it accidentally, but
Yeah, I will. True.
But the people who are on the top leaderboards are doing it on purpose. With no
course.
shame to them, because they've already come out and said, they being Epic Games, that they know what exists. They're going to work on a fix. However, it doesn't seem like they're going to wipe the leaderboards again until season 3. So the
Which is a
leaderboards,
bummer.
that's
now
a big
here's
bummer
the
to me.
thing. And now here's the thing. When this game is only not even 3 months old, it's not even a 3-month old game yet.
Almost getting close.
Almost,
Close.
yeah.
Yeah.
Any fans of Fortnite Battle Royale remember a little tactic called double pumping?
Ooh.
I think even JP remembers what double pumping is.
I do.
That's how old that shit is.
I think I played with a double pump way back in the day. That was probably like my first introduction to Fortnite when that was still meta.
Now this is where I can say that although it's exploitative, it's something that requires player input, requires execution,
Yeah.
and is beneficial because of that. And is it still in the game? Fuck no. They took that out the next season.
True.
Now what's the difference between the double pump that I'm talking about here and these exploits that we're talking about in Fortnite Festival Season 2? Well, it still requires execution, and it is beneficial to the player, and it's definitely gonna get removed next season.
Ooh.
And now I think that that double overdrive exploit and the note duplication exploit, it having to be a quick
that kind of work in
succession
tandem with each other
execution.
at times.
Yeah, they work in tandem with each other. It's just I think it has to do with getting the overdrive from a cord. It makes it count as like 2 overdrives because you can activate with only 1 overdrive, right? And then the note duplication is just like, hey, it's getting hit. Oh,
you hit
getting
it
hit.
twice. Here's
it's
more
getting
points.
hit again.
Yeah,
It's just
so when
getting
you
hit
activate overdrive,
again.
it hits notes for you. But if you fret the same note, if you push the same buttons that are being auto hit by the overdrive, it counts that input as well. So it duplicates the notes.
Yeah,
And you'll see this on the results screen.
We'll have worse
Yeah.
averages short playing while we're talking about this.
Yeah,
if you go to the
results.
results screen after, it will show more notes than what's in the song, which is super effed up.
Yeah, like the note count isn't fixed. The note count increases with how many extra notes you duplicated. So even if you see the more stats screen,
bizarre.
well, actually,
It's bizarre.
that's actually a good thing, because if you look at the more stats screen, you can see that there's more notes than there actually are in the song. So you can tell how many notes were duped, how many extra points they got from that. I mean, if you want to go,
Crazy.
if you want to go Sherlock Holmes on this shit.
So that's why I think it's like that. It's like kind of like this season's double pump, and maybe it was a little bit easier for someone to find a second shotgun and then just go click, 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 And before we even started recording the episode, we were saying that, hey, people who get used to these types of exploits, it's gonna fuck with them later, because then they're gonna try and do it in another season, and it's not gonna be beneficial to them anymore.
Because this
Correct.
entirely changes the game with squeezing, right? Every
does,
pass
right?
that you had before, gone, irrelevant, because now you get double the overdrive if it ends on a chord. So you have to change to do that.
This is our fun little festival meta where, we're going to look back on this in a couple of seasons and be like, oh, yeah, remember you'd be able to activate after a chord and it would duplicate the note?
That
You know how
was the goofy
scuffed that
season.
sounds? That
Yeah.
was the goofy season.
When we go back and look at the
Goofy-ass
seasonal
season.
leaderboards from season 1,
And now we have bomb notes.
If you want to go for top scores right now, you're going to have to adjust and learn the new double pump,
That's what
right?
people are doing,
That's it. If you want
you
top
gotta learn
scores
the
in
new meta.
season 2, but here's what I would recommend if you're not going for top scores. Now's the perfect time to lock in your calibration, right?
Yeah.
Get good calibration because focus on hitting perfect notes. That's going to help you in the future no matter what, right?
Yeah, hitting perfects is always going to be a perfect. It's always going to be It's always going to be the way to objectively get a good score.
Yes, right. It's more important than pathing, in my opinion.
It's more important than pathing.
Well, rather, squeezing. Pathing is important, squeezing is less important.
Pathing is important, squeezing is less
True.
important. Exactly.
Unless it's competitive and you're playing against someone who's really, really good. But the thing is, that's not in the game yet, right? Get better yourself right now. Like, don't worry as much about comparing yourself to others. Oh my God, it's the rhythm gaming trope. Don't compare yourself to others, have fun yourself. And if you just focus on that, you'll get better.
Holy shit. It's true. But it's true.
Whoa.
Bang.
Crazy.
Boom.
Yeah,
drop.
Insert fancy sound effects here. I don't know.
I will not be doing that.
I don't know. Was that an air horn or a walrus? What did I just do?
Yeah, it sounded like a walrus to me. That was a seal. All right, that's probably enough of the festival stuff. Hey, but we got a bigger thing that might have happened in our little community.
Are we talking Rock Band?
Might be talking Rock Band. Yeah, you ever hear about the top 100 list for the hardest guitar songs in Rock Band?
Why no?
Hey, wait a second.
Enlighten me.
What is this that you're talking about? Tell me more.
Well, if you go to our chat where we have all of our links posted for discussion in this episode, I just reposted this link of the community's what has been decided as the 100 hardest songs in the Rock Band series.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Forum post was made in January of 2011.
Yeah.
Does this say that the top song on this list is un-FC'd? I feel like that's outdated information.
I think that
Wait,
might be
it's
outdated.
wrong because Steph FC'd it.
What?
The only FC
Hourglass
in the world,
Paroxysm.
and now that he FC'd it, more people are going to FC it, which is great.
Maybe. What else?
That's Bong of Destiny, right? The BOD.
BOD?
Is that him?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's him. I was gonna say he probably caught wind of it. He's probably gonna update.
Oh no, he
it
knows. He was in the premiere. He was in the premiere chat. Yeah.
No, I thought so.
He probably just forgot to update the thread. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who's looking at this other than people.
Dude, I like how so many of these are FC'd by either Will or George. It's the two Brits. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, and then Alf, bro.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Also a beast. Yeah, no, I mean, one of these days we're gonna go take a deep dive into this, but I feel like I want to take a couple of hand picks out and just kind of talking about them. And there's gonna be some familiar like song titles in here that people are probably curious about too, and how different they are from like the Guitar Hero counterparts, and why is this on the top 100? Now, if you don't know already, the Rock Band games, the timing window for the game very much reflects. If you've ever played Guitar Hero 2, or if you've ever played, I think Guitar Hero 2 is like probably the closest that it can get to it. But Rock Band has a very distinct timing window. It very much is a rhythm game. God forbid, a rhythm game. You have to actually rely on rhythm and timing to hit notes.
Oh, you know what? This thread hasn't been updated in a while because Death in General is still listed as un-FC'd.
Oh, wow. For real?
Yeah.
That has 2 FCs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was like a year ago.
That was more than a year ago, I think.
I was going to say Borealis got it, and then
Ace got
Zero got it.
Or no, Zero got it, or no. Did Ace not get it?
Did Zero and Ace get it? I guess there is 3 FCs.
Maybe I'm wrong.
You're right.
Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong.
I don't know if there's one more FC of it, too. There may have been, but I might be wrong. But yeah, like, the game's timing window, it's notoriously known as, just the toughest 5-fret game, specifically Rock Band 3, because of the dynamic timing window.
It seems worse than any other one. Like it seems more punishing than other Rock Band.
Severely punishing.
It's just a mystery how the game works. But like basically think about what's the right way to really go about this? Think about like fast quad zigs or whatever. How easy that would be to hit on like Clone Hero or whatever. On Rock Band, it probably would miss if you looked at it wrong. If you looked at it just a little bit wrong, you're playing those quad zigs at say like 120 BPM. Like maybe like Satch Boogie Solo F type shit. Maybe. If you looked at it wrong, Rock Band will make you miss.
Same with
Rock Band Rock Band 4, they were a little bit more lenient with, but
They
Rock
were.
Band 3,
Yes.
Dude,
Rock Band 3 is very
Trills as well. Trills, you look at Trills wrong, they will not work at all.
Yeah, that game doesn't like trills for some reason.
It really doesn't. You have to hit Trills like late, and then you have to transition to making it
Hit it
earlier and
late,
earlier.
yeah.
Like
You really do have
you have to
hit them
start late and then work your way up. Like you have to like outpace
You know how
it.
you know how usually you would hit notes at the strike line? It's almost preferred on Rock Band 3 that you hit them slightly past the strike line.
Yeah.
Because that's where the timing window's a little bit more forgiving.
Well, it depends on your calibration too.
It also depends on the calibration, but I also don't fucking believe in the calibration for Rock Band 3.
I mean,
don't
if we want to,
believe it.
yeah, if we want to get
it.
like
It makes no
conspiracy,
sense.
if we want to get like conspiracy theorist level, we could talk about Title Update 4 and Title Update 5 and like what the hell happened to the calibration between those
The
two title
calibration is
updates.
different.
It's
Dude,
different.
and I don't even get me started on the fact that practice mode and quick play
I
are
was gonna bring
different
that up.
engines.
Yes,
They're
they
fucking
are.
different.
They're different
They're
engines.
different.
Oh, you want to know something else fucked up? Practice mode hyperspeed is slightly faster than
Yes.
quick play hyperspeed
It is. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
by
yeah.
the smallest amount. I got to bring that up to the Milo Hacks guys and be like, hey,
Can you
Fix
fix
maybe
that.
you guys know about this.
Yeah.
I know that they definitely fix it by making the note speed be like the exact same. But if you go on a vanilla version of Rock Band 3, you go to practice mode and you have hyperspeed on. By the way, they didn't add hyperspeed to practice mode until Title Update 4.
True.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it wasn't in the
really,
game. That
really
wasn't in the game by
funny.
default.
That was not in the game. You could not use hyperspeed in practice mode.
And I think you could
until
only go
Title
to
Update 4.
70%. You couldn't go to 50%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
no,
yes.
they changed that. That
They
that
did.
was
They did
definitely a
change
thing.
that.
They actually changed that with the when they moved over to Beatles and Green Day, because that was like the new version of the engine that they were using. So I believe it only went down to 70, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, Beatles and Green Day are like Rock Band 2.5, or like 2.75, kind of.
Guys, I need to ask your predictions right now. Will we ever see a practice mode in Fortnite Festival? And if we do, will it have the similar jank?
I
Man.
hope so.
Not
the jank.
It's really
Dude, are
weird.
you talking about jank? You didn't
Yes.
see the shit the janking stuff that's going on with Fortnite Festival scoring? Of course it's
Well,
going to be jank.
so
Sorry,
what
JP, go for
What
go
we
ahead.
have to ask ourselves, what I would say is, if we do get practice mode, do we all agree that you will only be able to practice songs that you own?
Yes.
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 Okay.
100%.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
maybe probably the ones that are in the daily rotation too. I would
Daily
think.
rotation,
No.
maybe? Yeah.
They
I
will
would
have
say
to
be
have
the same.
practice mode for
I
daily
don't know.
rotation.
I actually don't know
They
because
will have to do that, or else
What
people
would be the
will
motivation?
mad. I will be mad.
Why
if they
couldn't
don't
you?
do that.
I just
Well,
think
I mean, I
because
guess
it's
it'd be an
like a
incentive
live-
to purchase it.
Well, it's because we don't actually own this shit. That's my concern. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know if that
Yeah.
goes against any, like, of their streaming agreements or anything like that, because that's really what it would come down to is, like, where are you allowed to stream this gameplay? You know? Because if you're practicing a section, you're not actually streaming the whole song. It's not going to count as a stream. You know?
True.
Or at least I don't think
of
it
that.
Ooh.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. Maybe we'll never get a practice mode.
That's my concern, because this is way different. This is a way different
Never did with
licensing
Guitar Your
than we're
Life.
used to. Yeah.
Here's my
That was
question.
We Guitar Your Live.
Hey, hold on. Are there sections in the plastic guitar charts in the files right now?
Yes.
Let me go. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Ooh.
Oh, there
I
are
believe
sections?
So
I think there are.
I mean, okay, just me being a charter, I would go insane if I didn't have if I didn't have sections to like.
I feel like
alt-tab
they're
around,
just
like-
following protocol, and they're just
No, they
like,
probably
yeah,
are.
We'll just,
Yeah, they probably.
It's
Are.
just like, yeah, let's just chart it like we would. It's just a section marker is a section marker. I
Yes.
think it's probably just like a, hey, we're gonna do this because
Verse,
Well-
chorus, bridge, solo,
verse, chorus,
Yeah.
bridge, solo,
pre-chorus,
chorus. Yeah, there you go.
fucking
Yeah.
interlude, hook. Like now we're getting a little more
Interlude,
complicated.
Hook.
Well, and then Rock. Oh, wait. Okay, Rock Band 3 had like fucking what's it called? Stock sections, right? Like
Sure.
you would choose from a list of sections that were available
Yeah.
on Rock Band 3 to name stuff, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
So
yep,
that's
correct.
that's another thing to consider is like what if they go back to that, because I think they did the same thing in Rock Band 4. Harmonix was never super after Guitar Hero 2. They were never super into like the whole convention of like the way the Neversoft did it, where like fucking Fury of the Storm has a section called OMG WTF BBQ question mark. Like
Yeah.
Harmonix
A
would
few of
never
them.
do something like that nowadays or back then.
No.
Never. You know,
They took themselves more seriously.
They do like Victory solo, Devil solo, what the like Neversoft got a lot more creative.
San
with
Francisco
this section.
Bridge, 1989. You know, it's just crazy.
Yes.
You know,
There's no references
just-
in there. Guitario guys did.
Yeah,
yeah, and
those references
they were,
dude. Those Master of Puppets ones are in the fucking GH3 chart too.
Yeah,
Those are in the
Way down.
sections.
which
so
I think is
that,
pretty
like,
cool. I like that. It's endearing.
Yeah, no, I think that's awesome. But yeah, Harmonix has got.
But then I think they also realized that Harmonix's difficulty. I think they kind of did like an assembly line when it came to just kind of charting.
they did.
They just had take these tools. You're not allowed to change them. It's what works. Go ahead and chart. Like that's just the way that I see it, you know. And also, it helped with Rock Band Network because if you went into Rock Band Network,
True.
and imagine the people that were just gonna make some vulgar ass section name. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
True. Yeah,
There's
you can't do
you know,
that.
there's
Well, beforehand, there was no section names. It was 10% to 20%, or
Yeah. Could you
later on
imagine?
it was like
Could
5%
you
to
imagine that
10%,
one Rock
15
Band
to
Network
20 or
incel
whatever.
song with section names, bro?
Oh man, yes. Oh my god. Yeah, dude. I always like as a
That
kid.
song
I,
deserves its own video. I don't care. That song deserves like its own video.
I
I
always-
could
The
not
incel.
believe what I was
Are
hearing.
we talking about Fat Kid, or are we talking about a different one?
No,
What's
we're
the
talking
incel
about
song?
the butt. Well, okay. I was saying the buddy disease.
I'm not even familiar with that.
I don't think I
That
know
song
this.
has like less than 100 views on YouTube. But my
Really?
chat and I found it because I had the whole Rock Band Network on my Xbox, and I was like, "What's this song? Oh, the buddy disease." And we're listening to the lyrics, and we're like, "Oh, this guy's an incel." Oh no.
imagine
Oh,
like,
God.
realizing that live on stream. Oh my god, he's an incel.
But yeah, I think honestly, but like more reputable, Fat Kid does deserve its own like sort of history. I want to know, and I want
that's
to
the Hall of
unearth
Fame.
earlier versions of Fat Kid. That is like
Yeah,
the
Fat
most
Kid-
famously bad charts to ever be sold for money.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, and we're
I
not-
gave
like-
them $1. I gave them
I bought it
$1.
too.
These
I bought it too.
lyrics.
Yeah, you're looking at the buddy disease lyrics.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
What is this?
You could sing
Fred
that all
and
on
Julie
Rock Band.
hang out at the mall, and then she calls. Whenever Julie's dumped, old Fred's the first one she calls every time this happens. Fred thinks this is his chance. Then another guy comes round and gets into Julie's pants.
Yeah. Poor Julie.
This is Incel Central.
We're like listening to this song, and I was
Central.
like, they put this in Rock Band.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah,
This
this
shows
is
that'll
wow.
never end up in Fortnite. Take
Yeah,
one.
I'm reading through more of this. She
just
says,
so
"Why
funny,
can't I meet
dude.
any other guys like you?"
Damn.
No.
He doesn't say this, but
Unlucky.
he's definitely
This guy's
thinking, "Well, I'm a guy
unlucky,
like me.
man.
Say yes."
I'm
Guys
a guy
unlucky.
like me.
Dude, you know what I just remembered about Rock Band Network is the fact you could download demos of the songs.
I
Demos.
never
Oh,
wanted.
I
I remember
remember
that.
friendship.
Yeah. That's like
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I did
you
that
get
for
to play
like
1 minute of the
Yes.
song.
I
I
don't
did that
remember
with
that.
Go.
I don't remember that at all.
I
And
did
then
that
it
for
would
like
fail
an
you
art-
out
Yes,
and
it
say
would.
purchase the full track or quit.
Yeah.
No
Which is,
shot.
dude,
Real.
you could try out songs. Yeah, the amount of people that probably tried the intro to Mordecai
Oh,
on drums,
man.
bro.
Dude, fucking I
So
remember
many
buying
people.
Mordecai and I was like, this is impossible. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was, like
Yeah.
and then that what's it called? That REO Speedwagon
Complexity
song
of
that
Light?
had insane
Oh
drums.
no, I don't know what you're talking about.
There's
No,
REO
I
Speedwagon
was
song
thinking
in
Children of
RBN?
Nova, not REO Speedwagon.
No, it was like something Operation, like Born to Bleed or some shit like
Oh,
that.
not REO Speedwagon. That's RX Bandits.
Oh, RX Bandits. I got the art
I was
correct. I
saying,
got the art
REO
correct.
Speedwagon. They seem too highbrow
Yeah,
for
I got the art
RBN.
correct, all right? Yeah.
REO Speedwagon drums. Damn,
Yeah.
what song are we talking about, bro? Shit.
RX Bandits is one of those bands I wish we saw more charts for, man.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I know they only got charts in Rock Band Network. Only one song in Rock Band Network.
They had a Guitar
and then,
Hero one.
and then
Where's
Guitar
Rock?
Hero Words of Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had
Another
was it-
Parsec.
and only another Parsec.
Another Parsec,
Yeah, I love
yes,
that
yes,
song.
yes.
Yeah.
That song is so
Dude.
good.
I was playing Warriors of Rock because Raz Q visited last night, and I was playing Warriors of Rock, and dude, I was playing that shit at 120 FPS on our PCS3. I was playing Scatterbrain by Jeff Beck, and I was just like, this feels like GH3 PC. Like, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, the whammy
Dude,
effects
nice.
were fucked up too. Like at
Bro,
120.
you know what? You know what I was playing yesterday? I played Fast GH3. I
Hey,
was
let's
playing
go.
Fast
Ooh,
Were you
GH3
playing the
play that
Friends of Fire
yesterday.
theme, bro?
Yeah, I was. Well, I didn't do that. I was just playing the Bleeding Edge build. I think there's a build on like the 24th that came out, and my God, man, that is just It is the most. It's the best way to experience Guitar Hero 3 on PC, and I fucking hate it for it because I know, like, as soon as you play it, you're like, damn, this feels just like the game, but something is not right.
Sure.
I mean, like, it's like if Guitar Hero 3 PC was optimized. You know how we always bitched about, like, the fast, like, animations and stuff? That's all gone. It looks like it's refreshing at the right speed, at the right frame rate, which is crazy.
It feels uncanny, right?
It's uncanny. That's the best way to explain it. It's not only just
you feel that way because you spent so many hours playing the shitty version, and now it's better. So it's like, this is not how I remember this. It's way different. I mean, it's almost like the Rock Band Deluxe games, but in reverse. Yeah. Right? Like, you weren't playing a shitty Rock Band 2, but now it's just better. But before you were playing a shitty Guitar Hero 3, now it's better. So it feels different.
Yeah. In every sense of the word, like, Fast GH3 is so much of a deluxe. Like, it's so impressive how well Fast GH3 works.
Yeah, Donovan's done a good job.
I'm sitting there playing it. I'm like, oh my god! And what if we had this in 2016?
It would have been different, man. It would have
been life changing.
Yeah.
Universe changing for the rhythm side of things.
Jason, if you never, I'll probably just link it in here. It is the craziest thing ever. You can just
I've used it. Yeah.
You can go
it's
to
crazy.
Song folder. You just select a MIDI and like that's
it's insane.
It's
insane.
Unreal how much it's even been developed since the last time I tried it. To be honest, I've seen clips. I have not tried it in the last few months. But looking at the development, goddamn, dude.
I saw this tweet the other day from Fast GH3 on Twitter. It was,
my
what game
God.
is this? And it's a video of what looks almost exactly like Rock Band 1. It's using a Rock Band 1 video background. It has Rock Band 1 notes.
It looks really good,
strike line,
like,
everything.
It
looks,
bro, listen.
If you didn't notice some small things, it's like you would never expect that to be a Guitar Hero 3 on PC.
This is very specifically the Rock Band 1 on PS2.
Yes, PS2 Rock Band 1.
The PS2 Rock Band 1.
I feel like it's going to be very hard to tell what game someone's playing soon.
Yeah, with the shit like this?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Which is why I'm happy like games like Yarg have all the features that they do have. All original art. All of that is just, none of it is like stolen from other games or ported from other games, really. But it's it is really tough. And with JP making deepfakes, deepfakes. On TikTok, I want to video. I want to make one. Are so good.
I want to make one of Fury of the Storm today. When Raz was here, I was showing him like the whole like editing process. Just like because it's like, what's it called? It was me. So like me trying to find my niche and everything, right? Because like I don't enjoy going for FCs and stuff, and like Jason has become kind of like the news and information guy. Alec is just posting his runs as he always has. Jake is posting more of like comprehensive compendium, all 4 charts of a new song. And it's like, I was like, well, I don't know what to do. And I was like, I'm just going to make bullshit instead. And like,
it works surprisingly well for a long time.
Yeah, and it's kind of died down.
It comes in waves.
That's why that's why I want to try Fury of the Storm today, because I think Fury of the Storm could grab people, like just hearing like
the speaking of Fury of the Storm, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
Baberly 2 is streaming currently as we're recording.
Oh, is he really?
He's grinding for
Ben.
I would really like
for Fury of the Storm.
I really want.
He's on
Ben,
an FC right now.
I really want.
He's
on
solo.
an FC right now. Wait.
Oh, ready? He missed. He missed.
No, right now.
He missed as soon as he said that. You cast the
correction. Oh man! God
damn.
At
the end of the solo.
At least he didn't miss in solo I.
Yeah,
he's streaming right now.
Pre-choke?
We getting this damn FC today. Did he hit? No, he
reverse
choked.
God,
He
hit it.
That sucks.
Yo.
No.
I feel that. I see the shaking. I feel that, Ben.
Dude, like that's like the end. That's the last thing you need to do for that FC. That's it.
Holy shit! You got this at the absolute perfect time.
Yeah.
Ben, there's notes. She says,
"Dude,
that's hilarious."
I would really like to see Ben, for example, come to off season. I would like to see him compete.
Oh, that hurts.
I would love that. I want the old heads. I really want the old heads to get involved. So badly.
Yeah.
I reverse choked.
Man, that is a painful. That's a painful one right there,
awful.
dude. That's so funny.
I love how it just happened. Right as we're
It
watching
just
this.
happened.
I'm gonna have to go back and like screen record that section of the, the stream so I can put it up on the screen for us, so people can watch along.
He usually publishes the
shout
VOD,
out
so
to
you should be
Ben.
good. Yeah, shout out to Beverly too.
Hey, you got Shadowplay going, bro?
Bro FC Jordan, he was in the
not for that monitor.
Fuck.
Bro's an
get
embryo
OBS
and he
later.
got Psychobilly freak out. My God.
That was one of my favorite videos as a kid, before I even made my YouTube channel.
Yeah, the
I'd watch him
Psychobilly
rock
freak out
the
video
Psychobilly
was
freak
great.
out.
I
Playing
love
behind
that
his
one.
head and everything.
And then Jordan,
God damn.
I mean, and his score for Jordan at the time was really good too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like
I dare say that the old Baburly Psychobilly video is one of the most iconic old school Guitar Hero videos.
yes, it
for
is.
sure,
because
for
it has
sure.
his like custom.
Dude, I watched that
skin
video so I
guitar,
could
too.
learn how to pass it, dude.
Yeah,
I had to watch that video. To learn
yeah,
how to
because
pass it, 'cause I
dude,
didn't know how
the
to do
chords,
this.
the chords. Yep.
Yeah.
that was the hardest part of the
That's how
song.
I got good at that, and that's how I was able to do the Before I Forget bridge eventually. When
Dude,
it's-
of course, Drew is watching and in the chat right now. Why am I not?
But yeah,
Let's
that's
go.
that's so funny.
Ha,
It's so good.
Somebody in the chat said, "Oh shit, you got Goats, JP, and GH Rocks in here." Ha, Alec and,
go.
and
The
JP
sign
didn't
Jason
get it,
don't matter.
and Jason didn't get it. Yeah, ha.
Dude, I think this YouTube channel, my main YouTube channel is shadow banned from live streams. I think.
Really?
I
saw your message.
Did they actually?
I saw
it.
I
saw
saw
it.
it.
I saw your message
must
and
have
Jason's
fixed it.
message.
They used to never pop up. My channel used to never pop up in chats.
That's
It was
weird.
crazy. I used to just go on my second channel to go chat.
Man,
Well, why'd you get cyberbanned, Alec? Are you bullying young streamers?
Fucking
Yes.
probably when I was like 13. I don't know.
dude, bro's playing on like a stock 360 Les Paul. Like, can we talk about that?
That's pretty ballsy, dude.
Like,
Hey,
that's
bro,
just
when I
insane.
had to FC Flames smash hits, I was using an unmodified kiosk guitar. I had to do it. I just had to do it because the mech fret guitar I was using was disconnecting.
Yeah, I remember
so-
that. Yeah,
And like I hit what the on smash hits, and the guitar disconnected. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore.
I remember that. Yeah,
I
you
really
pulled up the
just
wired
can't.
guitar for that.
It was so bad.
that sucked,
So-
dude.
I got
Yeah.
most of my full series of FC done without mech frets. I think I got my Through the Fire and Flames SH done with mech frets, but it was a shitty mech fret that I made myself, and it wasn't that good. But it was still better than stock with like rubber domes, but it wasn't great. But everything else I think was done with rubber, silicone.
Yeah. I was gonna say like there is a way to have like good silicone on these types of guitars.
For sure.
Cutting it is not the way.
It is the way for a
can't
bit.
do it. For a bit, and
No,
then
you
they
gotta-
just become
It wears
shit.
out
No,
and
you
gets
gotta-
shitty.
You got to use
Yeah.
Kramer silicone on a 360 Les Paul. It's better than the blue
You
pads.
actually
The blue
really?
pads are fucking trash, man. Yeah,
Oh, the
Kramer,
the blue
If
pads
I
inside
had
it. Oh,
any-
they're so fucking bad.
the Kramer
really
pads are
fucking
really
bad.
good. Yeah, like Drew has a Kramer pad and he loves it. So
I know
And you know
nothing
what?
about this stuff, like putting the guitars together. And I just remember playing Raining Blood so many times that for some reason my blue button stopped working and I opened it up and there was a hole in the pad.
yeah, it ripped. Yeah,
Oh my god!
that,
what?
dude? That happens.
Just
like,
from playing.
Orange Hat sent
No
me his
way.
Just from
Explorers to
tapping the
repair.
blue
You
so
played
many
a
times
lot.
with blood.
Yeah,
You played
Wild.
a lot. Holy fuck!
Yeah, yeah. I remember that shit.
That's what happened to one of my Explorers. Actually, I want to say that the yellow fret was like a lot more sensitive than all the others, and then one day it just kept getting stuck, and I'm like,
It
what
broke
happened?
through.
I opened it up, and
Yes.
the fucking pad fell out, like the middle.
Oh.
Of it fell out.
insane.
I was like, oh
Yeah.
my god, it's dead. It's so dead.
Drove it to the
And
wheels
then
fell
that's
off.
when and that's when I found out about like the silicone inside of the guitars, and that's when I was talking to Jeremy, J Durand, and he was just like, I take the silicone out and I boil it in hot
yeah, he
water
boils
for
it. I
10
did that too,
He
man.
boiled it for 10 minutes and it
That-
worked. It
okay,
was
and-
really,
and-
it was actually
yeah,
really good.
In his,
I never
his
boiled
defense,
my silicone.
In his defense,
I
like,
gotta
that is something that they do in like the retro console modding community as well. So
Wow.
Oh,
and,
do
like,
they
the ga-
really?
And
Okay,
the
so
GameCube,
there's some actual
GameCube
like,
as well.
merit
Yeah,
behind that.
yeah.
That's cool.
So
I
it's
do
not
think
entirely
that-
placebo.
Huh.
Does it? What's it
It's
actually
not
do?
placebo.
No, it's not
I mean,
placebo.
like it felt
like,
good.
It
I
like loosens it up or
I
something.
didn't
don't
think
know.
that it didn't work. I was just like, this is interesting. I'll just do it.
Yeah, Jeremy was like, you need to boil it for 10 minutes and then put it back in and start spamming on it immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
Get
That
the
was
rubber
it.
used
No,
to some
well-
movements before it fully cools.
Well, back then it wasn't
Yeah,
called
no.
spamming. I'm not going to say what it was called. It was something else.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
But what me and Megaping did, we got on Phase Shift Online and played Tammy's song. That's what we did.
God.
We were like,
Yes,
yeah,
dude.
what's the best way to get all the frets going? We're just like, let's play
Dude,
Tammy's song.
one of my favorite videos by you to this day still is like the 7-player Phase Shift video. That shit is so funny.
I hope we can make that again one day with
that would be
with a bunch
awesome.
of people.
Because
That
that
would be-
that video
I
was
googled
great.
this. I googled this. It says boil water on stove and gently place rubber membranes into boiling water. Let them sit for 45 seconds to a minute. This will help them firm up and reduce a mushy feeling.
Interesting.
I have a guitar that has some really mushy frets. I almost want to
try
try
it out.
this just to see if it works.
Do you want to do the experiment?
You guys
Try it out.
I
You
kinda
should,
wanna do
you
it.
should make a
Stove.
TikTok about this.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
a TikTok.
I could.
I want to
You
see
really
it.
could. Do
That's
your guitar, your
that's
buttons
crazy.
feel mushy? I'm going to try an experiment today where I put this guitar in boiling water.
I'm
Come
gonna,
with me.
I'm gonna
No.
I'm gonna slather some ketchup on the frets and see if that fixes it.
No, what
I'm
you
going
have
to
to
lick the frets.
Okay, so
lick
with an,
'em.
with an intro like that, what you have to do is
I'm
you
gonna
have to
slather a whole bunch
like-
of Vaseline on the frets and never clean it.
you have to have
you're
the
talking
camera.
about your frets, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You have
Yes,
to have
I'm
the
talking about
camera like
frets.
immediately like panned over to pot and then toss the silicone and then be like, "You're probably wondering what I'm doing," you know, or something like that.
No.
I'm making I'm gonna boil
Do you-
some noodles.
A
I'm gonna throw
delicious
that in there
meal.
as well.
No, do you have a dead guitar? Just throw the whole guitar in there.
I don't have a pot
You
big
know,
enough for that,
pot
brother.
that big.
Just
Actually-
the neck. Just the neck.
Just
that would
okay.
work.
You take the bottled water outside, you put it in the grass, and you film throwing the guitar into it and the pot falling over.
Actually,
So funny.
I could do that with the neck. I could get a big boiling pot of water, just put the neck in there, fret side down, and say, "Yeah, I'm doing an experiment, guys. I'm going to see if this works." And then I like put a clip of me doing some sort of random hard section that's completely irrelevant on a different guitar, even. And it's like it worked.
With different frets, dude.
Yeah.
Nah. don't do
It
that.
works.
This is so fucked.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't work as well.
These frets help me get better at Fortnite Festival.
And you can do
Boom.
this too. Oh, you guys aren't using a guitar? Just put your PS5 controller in a boiling water.
Man, my brain's starting to hurt. Can
Yeah, I
you
was gonna
actually
say,
like
like,
throw
throw-
your PS5 controller in a pot
Throw
of
the
boiling
throw
water?
the controller
No way, fuck
and,
that shit's
and a thing
expensive.
of noodles in there. And a thing of noodles in there. Microplastics.
I think this is the most I've ever laughed in a Lore Hero recording.
This
Thanks.
is a good one.
Appreciate
This
it.
is
This
fun.
I do
has been
wanna-
enjoyable.
I do want
We need
to.
to
I
talk
do
about
want to get
guitar
back
Hero
to
Rock
the.
and shit.
I want to get back to the Hourglass FC because I think Steph does deserve
Yeah,
like a genuine
we definitely
congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah. We
Shout out,
smoothed
Steph.
over that.
Seriously.
Yeah.
12 years,
12
almost
years.
12 years of it being
Unbelievable.
done. Who was the first to get all of Solo 3? Was it
I would guess Chris.
Yeah, it might have been Chris. Yeah.
was it Chris?
It'd be my
Chris
guess,
got
but I
all
don't
of
know.
Solo 3?
I don't
Didn't
know.
Borealis get first gold stars, or did Chris do that too?
Borealis got the first ever Solo 3, full Solo 3.
Okay,
Borealis
Okay.
also got first ever gold stars and a Solo 2 FC in a run, which is still okay. Let's back up for a second. So why is it 1 and 2 parts? Well, Hourglass is actually a full song. You can actually go find it on Spotify, I believe, if he repaid to the
Yeah.
distro to stay up on Spotify. Hold on, Hourglass Paroxysm. Paroxysm. It's one song or it's the album, and it's the title track of the. Oh no, it's not a title track. Sorry. So my bad. The album is The Thief in the Night Part 2. But the song is the 7th track on the album called the Hourglass Paroxysm, and it's 12 minutes and 41 seconds. Rock Band Network has a limit of 10 minutes for a song.
Yes.
And so what did this motherfucker do?
He split it up.
No, he did not split it into 2 parts, 6 minutes, 6 minutes. This motherfucker did 2 minutes and 41 seconds and then 10 minutes for part 2. Okay? He very easily could have made it so that
Half and half.
that the whole song starts at solo 2 and then ends. This would have been FC'd in 2016.
No, it wouldn't.
2017.
No, I don't know about that. I mean, it is hard because of the length, but it's also just a really fucking hard
when did
section.
OGAP get FC'd? When did OGAP get FC'd?
I don't
on
even
Rock Band
remember.
It doesn't
I don't
say
know.
the date.
2017?
but it was-
2017.
I want to say that was like
18.
17 or 18.
Yeah,
Will
probably.
would have done it.
It was
think
Will,
would have done
right?
it.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right.
He would have done it. He
Well,
would have
you're-
he would have
you're
gone
probably
out of his
right.
way to do it.
It was
I
6
agree.
years ago.
But
18
unfortunately,
then. Yeah.
Yeah.
unfortunately, what this guy did, shout out to Chaotrope, Jay Cunningham, all right, and he he does the first 2 minutes and 41 seconds of Hourglass, and just makes that part 1. That's it. It's a walk in the park.
Yo, mega dick vibes. Honestly,
it is an
real shit.
Easy FC. I could give you the chart right now. If you're like a proficient player, not proficient. If you're like kind of good at the game, then you'd be like, oh yeah, here you go. You FC'd Hourglass Part 1. Awesome, good job. And then you play Hourglass Part 2, and then you realize why it took over a decade for it to get FC'd. And now what Steph did here is that he's been working on it. I think when I started working on it, Steph picked it up probably a month after I started working on it. And I stopped going for it because it was driving me insane.
As it would, because the song is mostly nothing.
The song is mostly nothing, and then you missed some bullshit, like I was saying earlier, about the engine. About
everything
the
in this song
engine.
that's really difficult, that's going to screw you up, is what, 7 minutes deep?
Yeah, like 6, 7, 8 minutes.
6, 7 minutes deep?
No, okay, so like
there's a solo
2,
like halfway through, pretty much. But
so solo 2 is about 3 minutes in, and that's already like 3 minutes in. That solo sucks. It sucks. It truly sucks, and it's like the biggest hurdle to get to the real shit.
Yeah,
like I'm talking like laser eyes real shit.
Yeah.
And that solo is fucked up. It is fucked up. Solo 3 is one of the hardest solos to ever grace Rock Band 3.
Not even just because of like how fast it is, but it's the ghosts is the big thing, I think.
Yes.
As somebody who can't do this shit even in his dreams, it looks like a ghosting nightmare with all the patterns.
You have so much that you have to do precise.
Yes.
Even if you were playing this on Clone Hero, you would probably do a panic spam at least a couple of times, or
Guaranteed.
you would be ghosting. You would be ghosting at some point that Rock Band 3 wouldn't allow you to. And it gets into the realm of ghosting where I think the criticism is valid for like no ghosting or whatever. That type of shit is just not fun on Rock Band. But I also found out, so there's a gigantic sweep at the end of Solo 3. There's an intended method for that. That includes you going like this with using both 4 fingers on both hands.
We got an 8-finger method.
Yeah.
My favorite.
You have to go like that.
Yeah. Because that's the only way you can viably hit it.
It starts with a three-finger method like this, and then it turns into this spider crawl of a pattern.
Yeah. Like
that's insane.
And I was told that by Chaotrope himself. He's like, yep, that was the intended method. And Steph absolutely didn't use that intended method. He had something
Broken
far
FC
more
that
consistent.
one-handed.
Yeah.
He didn't do it in the run, but he did a video showing that he can FC the end of that thing one-handed. So
I'd like to call out one thing that made me just eyes pop out of my head about this FC from Steph, which was they said during the stream, this is their longest FC ever, right? So playing customs, it's a different skill because I think most of us in this call, at least Alec and myself, I don't know about Jake, if you guys have like longer than 10-minute FCs. I forget that on console, that's just not as common, right?
No,
nope.
So
do you feel like
for
we do?
people,
it's 14.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
that's one of the only.
There's the Suicide Redemptions from Death Magnetic.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm
God.
blanking on other ones. There's not many.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I forget from playing customs for so long and being so in the Clone Hero, the ARC side for so many years, that's just not as common for people who aren't doing the more custom stuff that want to be going for more real hardware things. Mm-hmm. That's a different skill set. And when you're playing something that's that difficult that also has the length on top of it, you have to have nerves beyond steel. It's like titanium shit.
The song isn't free outside of Solo 3 either.
No.
It's not free either. And the worst part is it slows down towards the end
Oh
of the
yeah,
song,
that
too.
outro is fucking evil. You could so easily miss that,
Steph was
especially with the nerves.
strumming hammer-ons.
That could be risky too. Strumming hammer-ons in this game.
Strumming hammer-ons in Rock Band 3 is like a 50-50, man.
Literally, it's a jigsaw trap. It's like, you want to play a game.
That's why when like what's it called? What's the fucking song? You FC'd it. Where it's like the stupid fucking zig with all the random strums. And it goes on forever.
Zig with random strums?
Does it have the word bite in it or something?
Oh, once bitten,
twice shy.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
once bitten,
like
twice shy.
That fucking chart is dog shit.
Sucks.
You FC'd that?
Yeah, I did. On Rock Band 4.
When Still,
But
that's
you
just
gotta
dog shit.
for that shit,
What
like
the
you gotta
hell?
you really don't want to strum the hammer-ons. Like
Well,
Man,
not
that
all
chart-
the hammer-ons.
that
You
chart
want
is
to
poop.
you want
You
to
seen
double
that- you
strum
seen that chart,
before
Jason?
each. You want to double strum before each strum. So if there's a hammer-on, then strum.
yeah,
double strum that.
dude, the Rock Band 2, the flam double strum method, where you're like really fast.
Jason,
yeah,
you've seen that chart, right? It was a Rock Band. It's the Rock Band Blitz chart.
yes.
It's,
I don't think I've ever played it.
You don't want to.
You're not missing much.
It is a million times worse playing it, and then but then you you play it for the first time, and you're just like, wow, this is terrible. Yeah, once bitten, twice shy, man. Fucking
Okay.
terrible Ash
Yeah,
chart.
440.
This is a
in that video,
completely
if you wanna see it.
random question. Then, is that the most you've ever been like jump scared by a chart, like an official chart? I'm curious. Like,
Pulse.
what's
Pulse of the Maggots, easily.
Pulse?
Pulse of
Or
the Maggots
OGAP.
is
Pulse is a
jump
big
Or when
scare.
one.
OGAP first came out. When OGAP
yeah.
first came out.
OGAP was a
I
big
didn't
jump
wa-
scare.
I didn't
I'm not
watch
gonna lie.
any videos on YouTube, and then I got to the solo. I'm like, this is not a Rock Band
Which,
chart.
by the way,
what am I looking at?
Bro, the beginning of Solo 3, like, Will one-hands that. Like, can we talk about that? Steph one-hands it, too, actually.
Oh yeah,
Yep, I saw that.
But
the
the
very
difference
beginning of the
between
solo?
the difference between Steph and Will, which is insane to me, is that Steph slides between green and red. Will doesn't. He
Will
stays.
doesn't.
Oh, uses
He
pinky and everything?
He uses his
he
pinky.
Anchors,
Yeah, he anchors.
he anchors.
Which is like, what the
Wild as
fuck, dude?
man.
That shit's
I can
so
see that. I
fast.
can see
We
how
have to
that
have
would
a
feel good.
whole. We have to have like a whole episode like dedicated to breaking down
Like
these,
methods and shit.
these
Yeah,
okay?
like,
No, but
breaking down a
seriously,
lot of
looking
these
at the
FCs,
section, that's
seriously.
screwed.
yeah, it's
That
fucked.
looks like
it's really
it
bad.
reminds me of Slash Battle on crack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
but
yes.
10
100%.
times worse.
Yeah.
It's not even fun playing it on like Clone Hero or Yarg either.
No, it's just a
I've played
bad
it-
section.
Play it on those games. It's just like, why did you do this?
They were on some
Unpaid-
shit in
unpaid
like the
intern-
20, like
Unpaid
2011,
intern
12
chart, I don't
era.
know. Yeah.
Unlucky.
Nah, this is when Harmonix was really going downhill with charting, man. This is when it started, pretty much. Like,
Yeah, you got that. You got like the Scream Aim Fire solo, Pulse of the Maggots.
yeah,
Oh,
talking about
not
bad jump
Scream Aim
scares.
Fire, bro. Nah.
I got to give a special shout out to GH Live and the Rip and Tear chart.
yes.
Oh,
You don't know what I'm
the Rip
talking
and
about?
Tear.
Yes.
The Rip and Tear chart is legendary, man.
Like
That's
just playing that song,
messed
like for the
up.
first 4 minutes, you would never expect anything cool at the end. But it's like the hardest solo in the fucking game, seemingly.
That's awful.
or was it Girl School?
Girl school, true, yeah. Oh God.
No, we were talking about jump scares. This is kind of an odd one, but way back when OGAP came out as DLC for Guitar Hero 3, there was a jump scare in that one for me. I believe there's still a video on my channel. It's private.
It was at the chords.
The chord.
The chords at the end of that, like the last
Dude,
solo
I
right
still
before the
can't
outro.
hit that
the
section,
green, orange,
like-
green,
No.
blue, green, orange. I'm like, oh,
I to this day
as a 10-year-old.
Why didn't
Dude.
they patch it? I don't understand.
they never patched it. It's very obviously a mistake.
Yeah,
It's so
very
obviously
clearly a mistake.
Like
Yeah.
why is that there? But it's become, like that's
It's a
part of
meme.
OGAP. That's a part of OGAP now, and now it's been all Strums FC'd now. So who cares?
Hide. Cool.
We
Well,
we
shit,
have to
this
have a
community's
whole
done.
episode. We have to have a whole episode like dedicated, or at least have an episode talking about the top 100.
We
Because
could.
while I'm very like in like very very in touch with a lot of the stuff that goes on GH Rock Band, I wish I could have stayed more intact with Rock Band, but it kind of soured for me a little bit, like a decade ago. But I got way back into it, and I fuck with a lot of people in the Rock Band community now, and it's cool to go look back and just really understand these achievements for what they are. And because it's no, like there's a reason why there's only a couple of names really fill up this list, man. And these are like the dedicated of the dedicated: Ace, J-Prez, Alf, Preston.
I see a lot of Joel Man
Will.
too.
Let's
No
be
man,
real
no
here. Like, there's a big reason why Guitar Hero was the more competitive game and Rock Band was the more like casual focused, because people were wanting to have fun with their friends on Rock Band. And Guitar Hero, it was honestly easier to hit crazy shit.
It was.
Just
Yeah,
easier.
it was.
breaking the shit down.
Also,
It felt
didn't,
cooler.
If there's kind of a split when Rock Band Network came out, I think
There was.
because people really wanted to have that competitive edge to it with Rock Band, and
we
just
never really
wasn't
got
being-
that.
It wasn't being taken seriously enough.
No.
At
There were
least
never
as a
official tournaments.
At least as a solo game, and if there were any tournaments, if you wanted to call it that, it was like just a band contest type of deal.
I mean, I
Or-
think I competed
felt
in
more
one of the only
casual.
official ones. There
Yeah,
was the
the-
there was the
oh,
Oh, yeah,
Heroes
the one you're telling
tournament.
us- yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned it on a previous episode where they flew 20 full bands out to Jersey, to Atlantic City. And that
crazy.
was all about dressing up in costumes and performing for the crowd. It wasn't about score and just like being the best players.
Yeah, not what you'd expect from a
tournaments were a lot
tournament.
different.
Yeah, that's a different way of approaching it. So like the
Also-
competitive angle wasn't the same.
Really, really quick, Jason. I looked up Rip and Tear, and whose channel comes up? Jonas Halborg.
Jonas Halborg.
Jonas,
and
one of the
dude-
top GH
and
players
dude,
from GH Live.
Dude, his reaction at the end, he fucking falls down. Like he's
Understandable with that
Bro said
bullshit
he
because
put
solo.
it's
3 hours
fading
into it.
out, and that shit never ends. Like,
Yeah,
Did he say-
like I can't even hear what I'm playing.
he said he was playing it for 14 hours straight.
14, not
Oh
40.
my god, bro.
Bro
14
used to
14
stream
is still a long
that
time.
every day.
Yeah, I used to talk
Crazy.
to him like when I dabbled in making GH Live customs when they added the clone hero. Like I had him review the chart and tell me whether it was like possible or not.
Dude,
You know?
dude, his stream layout here is so like
Yeah,
it just
man.
goes to show his stream layout. It was just so similar to George's. Everybody just kind of ran the same thing. I love it.
I remember
love
when
it.
you
I really
tried
do.
when you have seen my Ride to Lightning chart, you had the hand cam, like webcam mounted to the headstock.
The hand webcam, man.
Yeah.
Oh my
This
god.
reminds
Oh,
me of that.
wow.
Yeah,
This
reminds me of
layout
that.
would probably not work if I did it.
That video was called "I Believe in the Hand Cam."
Yeah. All right,
2017, baby, let's go.
For fun. No. I was still getting ad revenue. Sped up, pitch changes. Hey, the cycle continues.
The
That's
cycle
what
Now
we're
with
doing.
continues.
TikTok?
Now with TikTok, man, the cycle continues.
Artists are doing it for their own music. That's how you know it's bad.
That's fucked
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Tough scene.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tough crowd, man, huh?
It's one of those things for anybody who's been paying attention to what's going on with UMG and TikTok. This last week they had an earnings call. The CEO of UMG goes on and says, my phone's available. We like win-win situations. We're a friendly company.
Yeah, like,
Fuck
shut
you.
the fuck up, man. Shut up.
Fuck
no,
you.
you don't.
Something
Just
about
wanna
there's been no
know.
discernible difference without our music
Oh,
on
really?
TikTok. Yeah, fuck off. For you,
I
perhaps
wonder
for
why
the
you're-
money, because
Yeah.
they're hardly getting paid shit. But that's besides the point. No discernible difference to the bottom line. There's a huge discernible difference to every artist that no longer has their music on TikTok. Huge. The
Yeah.
opportunity cost cannot be calculated. I mean, every viral
Out of
video that
touch.
has happened in the past weeks, will come in the next weeks and
They're out
months,
of touch and out of time.
will not be a UMG artist. Every UMG artist will not be the next viral TikTok dance or whatever the
Nope.
fuck.
Nope.
Yeah.
Or
Whatever, you know-
bands that were owned by UMG previously,
Yeah,
but not
and-
anymore. Let's talk
Yep.
Yeah.
about that.
And-
Right?
Some
You know,
artists
and-
that are getting taken down right now that don't even have ties to UMG anymore, but still are getting caught in the legal
but they
crossfire.
did at least at one point, and that's fair game. Apparently, makes no sense. Copyright
Yeah,
laws,
it's-
bitch.
Yeah, straight up, man. I was talking about the French Montana album dropped that has 6 versions with it. It has a cappella version of the album, instrumental version of the album, a sped up version of the album, a slowed down version of the album, and a version of the album that includes all 4 of the previous listed in one mega album that's 6 hours and over
What the
200
fuck?
tracks. Yeah, it's real.
Goddamn.
It's real.
But wait, I mean, that makes sense because if you are an artist, right, and somebody's slowing up or speeding down your song and they're using it for the next viral TikTok trend, you're not getting paid on that because it's
Yeah,
a
you're
different
not getting
audio.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
now.
So
that's
let me
a
get that screenshot for you, Jake. Hold up.
that's a 200
It's
IQ move.
Crazy.
I feel like there's been a
It just-
lot of
artists
200
doing it
IQ
themselves.
discussions today in this call.
Yeah,
It's
we've
a
had a
lot
lot
of-
of
Sorry,
discussions.
126 songs, 6 hours.
That's so
Ooh.
fucked. That's
Wow.
But
crazy.
it's a way for
It's-
artists
it's
to
absolutely
monetize
crazy.
instead of people slowing down or
But
speeding up
that
the music
just-
themselves.
This
Mhm.
Dude,
this right here should just be something to these fucking recording labels to be like, guys, do something about this. Do
I gotta see
something about
the
this
I gotta see the
instead of-
Fantano review for that
instead
one.
of pulling the fucking plug.
the amount of artists that are going independent now because the corporate greed in the music licensing and
Look at
record
Kanye
industry
West,
is,
bro.
dude. Yeah.
Largest independent artist.
I mean,
ever.
only
number
people
one
who are
album, number one
independent-
single.
Only people who are independent are like being used on TikTok. It feels like at the
Yes.
moment. I think of Paramore. Like Paramore is available with their new stuff.
Paramore is independent too.
Yeah.
People
So
more
that's
And then you know, in what better fashion that they're going independent, that they're releasing a covers album. I love that.
yeah, that's
I
awesome.
love that.
That's so
That is
cool.
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that Paramore's label wasn't even really a Paramore label. It was more like a Hayley Williams label with Paramore.
Yes,
or rather a music deal, not a label. But
it was
like,
a music deal when she was like 18.
Yeah, like they locked her into like a 20-year contract.
20-year.
Fucked up.
20-year contract. I think she was even younger than 18. I think she might be like 16.
Yeah.
They locked in a child to a 20-year contract.
Emergency came out, right? Long time ago. And so now she like advocates for all these like young female artists that get into the industry, and tries to make sure that they don't get like
they don't get suckered into a
Taken
shitty deal
advantage
that
of.
rules their life for 20 years.
Exactly.
Shit's wild.
It's just crazy.
Yes,
man.
it is. Yes, sir.
We love
damn,
music,
dude.
don't we, folks? We love music industry.
Yeah.
It's always a changing landscape, and adjusting to it as a rhythm game creator is a fun task. Let's put it that way.
Okay, small correction. She was fucking 14 years old when
What?
she got signed into that 20-year
What?
contract. That is criminal.
Oh, that's
criminal.
disgusting.
That shouldn't be legal.
That's fucking gross, man. That's
Wow.
We own you until you are 34.
That's abusive,
She's
man.
35.
That's
My
fucking
God.
insane.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Happy for you, Haley. Appreciate you. If you're listening.
Oh, my God.
Get it, girl. Yeah, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Yo,
Shout out to
number one
Haley
War
Williams.
Girl fan.
This
Haley
is my friend, Jay Prez. He's a big fan.
We're all big fans. come on the pod. We won't
Oh,
lock you into a
Jesus.
20-year. We won't lock you
That
into
was
a
a
20
good,
episode
you know what,
contract.
this has been a good yapping episode. I'm not going to lie.
We've had a lot of good
Yeah,
yapping.
this is a good one.
Yeah, that
This
was
is a
good.
one. I like
I
this
enjoyed
one.
that a lot. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate you. See you next week at Lower Hero 22. Bye.
Well,
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye.